Welcome to a delightful adventure that will introduce you to the fascinating world of Japanese cuisine. Let's play a game where we guess the names of Japanese foods. Japan has many different kinds of noodles. How many do you know? Have you ever tried any of them? When pictures of food appear, let's try to think of their names. Are you ready? Let's get started. The answer is ramen. It's popular too. So did you get it? Ramen is a yummy noodle soup that comes from Japan. It's a bit like the noodle soup you might have at home, but it's extra special and full of delicious flavors. First, you have long, thin noodles made from wheat. Next, a tasty broth is poured over the noodles. The broth is like a flavorful soup, and it can be made in different ways. Some ramen broths are rich and creamy, while others are clear and savory. Now comes the fun part. Ramen is usually served with all kinds of toppings. You might find things like slices of pork, green onions, seaweed, boiled eggs, and even bamboo shoots on top of your ramen. These toppings make it look colorful and exciting. You can use chopsticks to pick up the noodles and toppings and slurp up the yummy broth. It's okay to slurp when you eat ramen in Japan. It's a sign that you're enjoying your meal. Let's move on to the next question. The answer is soba. Was that difficult? Soba is a type of noodle. It's really tasty and unique. Soba noodles are made from buckwheat flour, which gives them a kind of nutty flavor. They're thin and long, a bit like spaghetti, but they're brown instead of white. Some people like to eat them cold, kind of like a noodle salad, and others enjoy them in hot soup. One fun thing about soba is that they can be eaten in different ways. You can have zaru soba, where you dip the cold soba noodles in a tasty soy-based sauce, or cake soba, where you put them in a hot broth like a soup. People also like to add toppings like sliced green onions, seaweed, or tempura, which is deep-fried goodness, to make their soba even more delicious. It's not just yummy, it's also healthy because it's made from buckwheat, which is good for you. So, if you ever get a chance to try soba noodles, give them a taste. You might really like them. Next is another type of noodle, but it's different in color. What could it be? The answer is udon. Udon is thick and white. People make these noodles from wheat flour, water, and a little bit of salt. They're really good at soaking up the yummy flavors of soups and sauces. You can enjoy udon in different ways. Sometimes they're served in a hot soup that can be clear or thick and creamy, depending on what you like. Other times they're served cold, kind of like a noodle salad, with a dipping sauce on the side. You can also find them in stir-fried dishes with vegetables and meat. The best part is, you can add all sorts of tasty things to your udon, like sliced green onions, tempura, crispy fried stuff, and even some fish cake slices. Udon is like a blank canvas for delicious. So, udon is not only yummy, but also lots of fun to eat. They're a popular and comforting food in Japan. There are other delicious noodles too. People often eat them in Japan during the summer. Do you know what it is? The answer is so-men. If you knew that, you're amazing. So-men is a type of noodle, and it's really fun to eat, especially on a hot day. So-men is super thin and look a bit like long, skinny strings. They are usually very white and made from wheat flour. What's really cool about so-men is that they're very delicate, which means they cook quickly. So, they're perfect for a quick and easy meal, especially in the summertime. Here's how you can enjoy so-men. First, you cook the noodles for just a few minutes until they're soft. Then, you drain them and rinse them with cold water to cool them down. After that, you can eat them. People often serve so-men cold, kind of like a refreshing noodle salad. You can dip them in a tasty sauce that might be soy sauce based, and you can add toppings like sliced green onions, sesame seeds, or even a little bit of wasabi if you like some spice. One fun way to eat so-men is during a special Japanese summer tradition called Nagashi So Men. In this game, The somen noodles flow down a bamboo slide, and you use your chopsticks to catch and eat them as they go by. It's like a delicious noodle race. Somen noodles are not only yummy, but also a great way to cool down in the summer heat. There are also delicious noodles often eaten at summer festivals and food stalls. What could it be? The answer is yakisoba. It's like a stir fry with noodles and it's really tasty. Then they fry the noodles in a big pan with all sorts of yummy things like sliced vegetables, meat like chicken or pork, and sometimes even seafood. These ingredients are cooked together and it makes everything taste really good. Once everything is cooked and the noodles are all mixed up with the sauce and toppings, it's ready to eat. You can use your chopsticks to pick up the noodles and all the yummy bits and enjoy them. That's the end of today's questions. How many Japanese foods did you know? Try challenging yourself with more Japanese quizzes another time.